The best, absolute best family vehicle that you can get is not a minivan, it's not an SUV, it's not a car or a sedan or a hatchback. It is an HD diesel truck, preferably one with the Tremor package or the ZR2 package for off-road, and I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, the room inside these things for a family going on a long trip, and we did 10.5 hours, 670 miles. The room inside these things are phenomenal, and the spaces to put things is unmatched by any other vehicle. You'll notice I don't do these videos with a manicured truck. That's dumb. I like to show my truck real life. This is how it is all the time. I have garbage and dirt and chips all over my truck. Why are there chips all over my floor? The kids on this trip were nagging so bad about the Pringles, and we were only 8 minutes from home. So I'm telling them, we are almost home. We'll get something to eat when we get home, because all we've eaten is chips for freaking 10 days. So I took the Pringles and I dumped them on the floor and I said, no more chips. And that's it. So now they're all crunched up. How are we gonna get rid of these? I'm gonna get the blower. I'm gonna blow all that stuff out. On to the video. The most important part is my wife and why she likes the truck as a family vehicle as opposed to us driving the Subaru. Yes, we have a Subaru, and I will admit that. She's in the command center right here, right? Because I drive all 10 hours. Her job is to take care of the constant nagging and demanding coming from the back seat. We're not even on the highway yet, and they already want snacks, drinks, candy. I want my iPad. In order to handle that for 10 hours, she stages the truck. Stage number 1, Ritz crackers, snacks, various things that go in here that she can easily grab and hand back to the kids as they ask for them. Stage number 2, these are for me in case I have to go on the road. I put these on and, you know, I just do my business in the seat. We stock this with more snacks, garbage bags. She's got diapers in case the kids have an accident or need to go to the bathroom back there and we don't want to stop or can't stop. We've got sleeves for paper towels right here. We got our map pocket. She's got all these pockets here. Everything has a place. Best yet, you get in here, this center console right here, where you see the Band-Aid, that center console with this removed and left home. The cooler fits in there. Open the center console, unzip the cooler, and all of our drinks in there in ice without a leaking cooler, good to go. My question for Ford, why don't you just make a center console that's a refrigerator? I have a refrigerator on my boat. My friends have refrigerators on their boats. I have a refrigerator in my garage, in my shed. Why can't you just put a refrigerator in a truck? So that way when we go on a road trip, we can throw drinks in here and you turn it on and that's the end of it and it's a refrigerator. Someone needs to do that. They actually might have that. You get the double glove box, which is massive here. All these pockets, the map pockets, the center console, and the cup holders in this truck. Let's not spoil the whole surprise yet. With the Ford, this doesn't count for Chevy. Chevy lacks in this. I've got a spot for stuff here. Slide that. Now I've got 4 cup holders right here. We've got 2 right here. We've got 1 in the door here, actually 2 in the door here, and we got 2 in the door there where you see my junk. And then in the back here, we've got 1 in each door, and then we've also got the seats that the kids sit in, which isn't gonna be forever. Once the kids are bigger, we've got a folding down center, which that means if we fold the center down, we have to leave 1 kid at home. So that way the 2 of them can use the cup holders in the fold down armrest. Yeah, they'll understand. On the other side, we got Dad's command center. Dad has one mission. His mission not only is to analyze the gauges and what's going on in the vehicle, but also to get 10 hours in as few stops as possible. And that is managing hunger, bathroom breaks, me dozing off while I'm driving and waking up 20 minutes later. No, I don't really do that. My job is to get 4 of these people, 5 including myself, from point A to point B as fast as possible in as few stops as possible. Because you're probably saying, why would you want a diesel HD truck as a family vehicle? Here's how we do that. I got everything I need to know here. I can see my def, I can see my temps, I'm watching my regens, I've got my tack, I've got my temperatures, my miles to empty. Everything is right here for me, but all it says is doors ajar right now, so we got to get rid of that. First and foremost, the best thing to drown out the nagging from the back seat for snacks and all this, I got to go potty, right? It's just nonstop. The sound of the diesel, you hear the rattle as you're going up the mountain passes in West Virginia and northern North Carolina. The diesel just sounds amazing and it just makes it better. Most importantly though, this element right here, the miles to empty. I can leave Cleveland, Ohio, and I can get to North Carolina, southern point of North Carolina, almost to South Carolina. I stopped one time for fuel. One time in Virginia when we stayed the night in Whitfield. The kids sometimes, magically they can last a 10-hour drive on the way home, but they can't do it on the way there. I don't understand. I just want to get there. I don't want to stay the night in Virginia, but we did. I filled up in Virginia. I had enough gas, diesel, sorry, you can't confuse those two. I had enough diesel. I got to North Carolina with 3/4 of a tank. We drove very little on the island because everything was walkable except for a couple dinners. And then got in the truck, left, came back. I filled up in Virginia again, and we are still sitting here with 118 miles to empty. And this is my second day coming to work this week. So the range on these things is phenomenal. You do not get this range in a minivan. You don't get this range in an electric vehicle. You don't get this range in anything, including your Camry. So let's get into more of the command center here. Sometimes mom drives. My wife will not drive the big truck. That's the only disadvantage, is my wife won't drive. She will not drive this truck. She can't stand it. It's too big. She likes her Subaru. I don't blame her because it is a big vehicle. And anyway, maps, navigation, hook up to the phone. My wife's phone is on here. My phone's on here. It's easy to switch. We have our iPhone, our iPad, and my wife's phone. We got our navigation. We can sync different devices. I like that about this. I'm sure you could do that in any car, but I'm just saying the beauty of the HD truck is all the other stuff the HD truck can do, and it can still do anything the vans and anything else can do. I'm gonna be the kids now. Sit my butt in this booster seat. Put this on. Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, I have to pee. Mom, I want a snack. Mom, I want a drink. Mom, are we there yet? How much longer? This is taking forever. Meanwhile, we've only been driving for 42 minutes. And we're not even out of Cleveland, much less Ohio. But we're back here. Here's the kids, 3 wide. Why do we like this as opposed to a minivan? I'll take the neck pillow off. If my wife needs to reach the kids, all 3 of them are right here. They sit next to each other. They have plenty of room. It works right now while they're younger. When they're three 18-year-olds that are 6 foot tall, it's a different story. But at that point, that's when we buy a bus. But for now, they sit here. We have 2 options for entertainment. Number 1, anything they need can be passed through the channel. This is the pass-through channel right here. Right, this is where all the action happens, right through here. From the front seat, my wife, which is you right now, to the back seat, kids, which is me. The kids can all see that screen for a movie from right there, and it plays the sound through the truck. That works great. That's not the best for the driver because it's distracting. Second option, which is the one we chose to do this time, was iPad right here. We play the movie, it connects to the sound, and the kids can watch a movie from the back seat. All 3 of them get a great view. It's sitting right here. Done. The most important part though is that my wife doesn't have 1 kid in a 3rd row that she cannot reach things to. You can't pass food to, you can't get drinks from, you can't take garbage from. They're arguing over which row to sit in. They just argue about which booster seat to sit in because this kid here doesn't have a choice because she has to sit in this seat. These 2, they switch back and forth. They make deals in the truck. I'll go to Virginia in this seat and then you get this seat from North Carolina, even though it's exactly the same thing. Back here, we've got charging for the iPad. We don't like the kids to have too much screen time, but in the car, we make exceptions because if you've driven with kids on road trips, you make exceptions too. All right, I'm gonna show you something else we got that's really cool. Now, I wanna show you something. This is something that I got. It's an American-made company. As you know, we believe in American-made. If you love trucks, you love America. If you love America, you love Made in the USA. And if you love Made in the USA, you love our brand because we're made in the USA. Red, white, blue apparel in that building over there. That's the only plug I'm going to do for that because that's not what this is about anyway. Another cool American brand, Blue Ridge Overland gear. They make really cool stuff. It's made in the USA in Bedford, Virginia. They make Overland gear for your vehicles and like tools and kits and first aid and stuff like that. I saw these things and I thought they would be perfect for the trip. I'm gonna show you what they are. And they didn't pay me for this. I bought this stuff on my own money. I told them that I might record something with it and they were cool with it. I always ask. Here's what we got. They're like seat back kits that have pouches that come with them. These came with them, but they have these on the site where you can buy the back and then the kits that you want, the pieces you want. These are just pouches and they sit on the molly. They open up, and what's awesome about this is the kids got to fill their pouches with little knickknacks they wanted to bring with them on the trip. And these guys, they had their water bottles. One had here, one had here. They ended up putting other stuff in there and not having the water in there on the way home. But it's just great because they just put all kinds of stuff in here. Books and, you know, like that. Why do you need that? But they wanted to bring it, so let them put it in there. And, you know, yeah, of course kids don't put anything back. It was all on the floor. But what's cool is they kind of had their own little area with their own stuff. Why these things are great now? I like to be prepared. And some of you will know exactly what that means. Some of those preparedness tools can be behind your seat here. And in Ohio, we're allowed to be prepared. So I think they're great for that. Another thing they're good for is just stuff you want to take on the road. If you tow and you got pins and locks and things that go with your hitches, I think I could use these for so many things. I was going to take them off when I was done, but I don't think I'm going to take them off now. I think they just work great. So Minivans, Subarus, and yes, your Camry, you can't put anything in it. I want to put a week's worth of stuff in here. And we did that. We put 4 of us, plus me, in the front seat. We want to take our stuff, throw it in the back. I put beach toys, baseball stuff, buckets of squirt guns. I brought weights for training while I'm still on vacation. We brought all that stuff, we fit it back here, and I still had a quarter of the truck left. And that's what's phenomenal about having the HD truck mainly, is because you get the 6-foot plus bed, and you know, you get a cover on it, it locks, it stays dry. You get a cap on this thing, you got even more room. Can't beat the payload capacity that comes with having a full-size truck, HD truck specifically. Yes, I've taken the 1500 style trucks on vacation because we've had a lot of trucks, and we're gonna do a video about that. Over $1 million worth of trucks in the last 5 years. We're gonna talk about that. This one is the best so far. Here's another thing you can't do with a minivan. I mean, maybe you can with like a jet ski. We got a 27-foot, it's a 270 Boston Whaler Vantage. It's a nice dual console, twin outboard Boston Whaler, great for a family. It's about 8,500, 9,000 with gas and everything in it. I don't know what the trailer weighs, maybe 2,000, 3,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds, something like that, 1,500. So I would say we've got about a 10,000 pound package. So if we go to North Carolina, we rent a house on the channel, expose my beautiful 300-hour Boston Whaler to saltwater. I could take this with me down there, throw it on a ramp, take it over, park it behind the house, and have it for the week if I wanted to. Sure, it's a lot of effort to take something down there, but to have the capability, knowing that you can do that, that is the key. This is about something that works for the family, but also capability for all the other stuff you can do. Obviously, an HD truck is not for everyone. It's not for most people, I guess, especially the diesels, because people, you know, they're not doing the things that you need to do with the diesel to keep them healthy, keep them working. But for me, the way I live my life and the things I do, I would never drive a minivan. I couldn't. I would never buy a 1500 truck because I know there are things that I may want to do with this truck that I will not do in a half-ton truck, including pulling my boat, pulling my excavator, and it's all about this space too. That's what's important to me. It's the capability of the vehicle. So as a guy who likes to be capable, I want to buy the most capable vehicle that I can get for the money in case I need it. I get that's not the case for everyone, and that's fine. But for me, that's the way it works, and that's why I choose this as the ultimate family vehicle. That is why we get in this to go on vacation and not in the Subaru or not in a minivan or something else that we may want to drive. Because this works better than all those do. And I will stand by that because we do it all the time, and we do it with 3 kids. Yeah, you have 4 kids. You know, that's a whole other animal. I actually saw somebody, 5 kids, going on vacation. You wanna know what they drove? They had a Ford Transit van with the tall, you know, the tall like work vans that you see, like the contractors have. They had that. It had 3 back seats. It had the big box on the top where you put all your stuff. And then they had TVs up in there. They had curtains on the windows and stuff. Now, that's not a minivan. That's a freaking van. And I would buy that. But to go get a little like Honda minivan and just around, no, I don't want that. I want this. And that's the end of the story. So go like and follow us and get yourself an American family vehicle.